Oh, hi folks. Trust everyone's fine. So we're heading into, in Canada, a long Labor Day weekend. September 3rd today, Friday. So what's going on? In the description end, I have put a link to Farmer Jones's website. He's got some, rather than just repeat all the links, he has them there. And there's some interesting information, more information on that mother who was arrested in Australia, more information on vaccines, and some interesting information on the Apple-Google connection with their tracing apps. Sounds sort of crazy, but that's where we're at. And I suppose, I don't know where your mind is at how you're viewing this whole thing. You know, in Canada, a lot of people wearing their masks, dancing to the Wuhan Waltz, and unaware of where our politicians, the pipers, are taking us. And maybe you don't look at it that way, but it's interesting. You look at Great Britain, you look at Australia, you look at New Zealand, you look at the US, and you look at Canada. If you have a BLM shirt on and you're dressed, you're out protesting or rioting under the pretense of a protest, you're all right. You can set fire to buildings, you can burn cars, you can harass people, you can beat up people, and nobody's getting arrested. Nobody is complaining about social distancing or masks. Everything is okay. But if you do decide to put a note online like that young lady in Australia, you get arrested. I think she's facing up to a $20,000 fine for inciting a peaceful protest. Go figure. And I'm really not sure. You know, in Britain it's the same way. I mean, police are running from protesters when they were knocking down statues and creating havoc. Yet they were harassing people who were trying to clean up the statues. You know, go figure. They knock on people's doors because the police are busy monitoring social media to make sure nobody's using a word that's not allowed now. That it was allowed maybe 6 weeks ago, not allowed now. And I mean, the Western world has gone sort of off the rails crazy. And all of you folks who are wearing your masks and dancing to this Wuhan Waltz, following the Pied Piper, you don't know where they're taking us, man. It's sort of crazy. Sort of crazy. It's got to the point when I look at the mayor of Brampton, Ontario, and his shenanigans. You look at the mayors in Portland and in Seattle and in San Francisco and in New York and Chicago and all of these places. How in the hell can anybody with a sane mind vote for these people? How would anybody who thinks vote for these people? And the governors are the same. It's total, it's just sort of, anybody with a logical mind cannot figure it out. Why is that? And it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the U.S. I see Biden is coming out of his basement slowly but surely doing his thing. And I think that is one of the scariest things, that a party and group of people would use a man who's obviously got some challenges going on, put him out front and center, and use him as the mascot. It's sort of obscene, isn't it? Oh, I forgot another mayor, the governor and mayor, de Blasio and Cuomo. What a pair! What a pair! I mean, their cities have gone to shit, really. I mean, crime is going crazy, and people, I don't understand how people, anybody who can look in the mirror and say they're an intelligent human being vote for a Democrat right now. I just don't know. Or vote for a Liberal in Canada. Or vote for a Liberal or Green in Victoria. watching what these fools and these clowns are doing. Yeah, it just blows me away. So maybe it blows you away as well, and you're just one of the silent majority, and you're going to make your X in the right box and let chips fall where they may. I see Hulk Hogan, the wrestler, says his friend's dog got a ballot in the mail, so his dog's voting. Think about that. That's sort of crazy. So other than that, it's the same craziness going on. It's getting to a crescendo. I see Dr. Vernon Coleman did his last video on YouTube. I think he said he's had 23 videos removed. Here's an internationally acclaimed writer, physician. He's just not towing this stupidity line that mainstream wants him to, and so he's leaving YouTube. You'll still be able to follow him on his websites, drvernoncoleman.com or vernoncoleman.com. And he's on BitChute as well. A lot of people are migrating to BitChute and Parler because there's not as much just total left-wing, socialist, Marxist, what can you call it? If you're not towing their line, you say anything against it, well, you're gone. We've come to a crazy place, folks. We've come to a crazy place. The people who are the idiots, who are the censors, is if it wasn't so sad and so frightening, you'd be laughing at it. You know, it's crazy. And the article about the tracking with Google and Apple teaming up, that is in itself sort of weird. The ramifications from that. I see some states are putting together quarantine areas for people who can't self-quarantine. So if you have your phone, how that's going to work, I'm not sure, but you're all of a sudden get a knock on your door, you're going to quarantine. And we live in a free country, folks. Whether you're in New Zealand, Australia, Great Britain, Canada, US, we're sort of teetering on the edge, and the sad thing is most people don't realize it. They don't realize it. And there's people out there screaming that somebody isn't wearing a mask. These are the twits who thought it was all a joke back in February, March, January, February, when they should have been maybe thinking of a mask. These are the same idiots who didn't take it serious to maybe stock up on some beans and rice and necessities. They all lined up when the shelves were empty, bitching at everybody else for being hoarders. They're always late to the game. They're always late to the game. And this time, in this craziness that's going on, they're going to be so late to the game, they won't even know what the hell happened to them. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. So I suppose the challenge now is for those people who are thinking, who have a logical mind and understand what's going on, and aren't totally twisted and warped into their political party, who can still stand back and make logical decisions. I suppose the thing to think about now is how do you survive and thrive in what's coming down? I mean, because it's not looking pretty, folks. It's not looking pretty. But anyway, have the best long weekend you can. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow. Have a bit more information. I'm just sort of did my own ramble today. But check out Farmer Jones's links. They're in here. I'll just link right to his channel and go into his description, and all the links will be there for you. And take care. Bye for now.